So now we're going to start looking at compound trig functions, and you just do what's inside first, and then you're able to do the outside. So what's the secant of pi? That would be the same thing as 1 over the cosine of pi, and the cosine of pi is -1. So you have 1 over -1, or just -1. So it wants the inverse tan of -1 between 0 and within its domain. And remember, tangent would be between -pi/2 to pi/2. So we would pick the one that's between -pi/2 and pi/2, -1. It would be in the fourth quadrant. This is the domain of the inverse tan. So let's see, that would be -pi/4. Number 48 is the inverse tan of cosine of pi/2. Cosine of pi/2 is 0. So the inverse tan of 0 would be 0. 49, we have the tan of -pi/4, which we just kind of did. That's -1. So where's cosine in its domain? Inverse cosine, -1, pi. So 49 is pi. And 50, we have the sine of -pi/4, and sine is from here to here. So the sine of -pi/4 is -√2/2. So where is cosine in its domain? -√2/2. It would be in this, because cosine's domain is the top half. So that would be right here, this one. So 3pi/4. So that would be 3pi/4. Okay, that's the review for today.